Hi and welcome. I want to talk today about self-esteem and the reasons why your self-esteem is so low, which is based on chakras. Chakras are energy centers in your body. And if your chakras are healthy and you are well, and everything is okay in your life. But if there are energetic disturbances in your chakras at some level, you may feel unwell, or some illnesses are created in your body, some problems or symptoms occur. So self-esteem is one of the problems that is connected to blockages in some chakras. So I want to explain you all about that and how to overcome the problem and how to heal your self-esteem and also improve your health, because low self-esteem is connected to problems, physical problems in the organs. So in general, solar plexus is responsible for self-esteem. So self-esteem is how you feel about yourself, how worthy you feel about yourself, how you love yourself, how you respect yourself, and how you honor yourself. So honor, it means deep respect and deep appreciation for the self. So your sense of self is connected to this self-esteem. It's a really important aspect of human well-being. So solar plexus in general is connected to it, but all first three chakras are involved in creating a healthy sense of self-esteem. First three chakras, it means first, second, and like third is solar plexus chakra. So how first chakra contribute to developing self-esteem? Tribal chakra is a chakra where you keep all your family programmings, including your ancestors and all energy that come from a place of birth, your society where you grew up, your culture where you grew up, maybe religion if you had any religion, and all the conditionings that your family members gave you. Therefore, if you come from the family where people had low sense of self-esteem and they didn't know how to value themselves, you may got the sense of how I feel about myself from them. So unconsciously you copy your mother or father, how to feel about yourself, how to love and appreciate yourself. So this is why first chakra is important. Some tribal conditioning, it means cultural conditioning may also influence. There are some culture with higher sense of self-esteem and cultures with a lower sense of self-esteem. Second chakra, which is relationship chakra, will also contribute to developing of your self-esteem, because if your relationships are good, then you feel better about yourself. And if your relationships are not good, well, you can't feel good about yourself either. But you need to acknowledge that if you have low sense of self-esteem, you will attract relationships who will teach you to get out of this mode. It means you will attract teachers to yourself, people who teach you to learn the lesson about self-esteem. So it means you may attract difficult people in difficult situations in relationships because you need to learn to love and appreciate yourself. So this is how first three chakras are connected to the sense of self-esteem. And the third chakra, solar plexus, it's the one which is really, really connected to self-esteem and the sense of responsibilities, how much responsibility you can take, responsibility for yourself, for other people, and still feel good about yourself. It means sense of responsibilities and self-esteem are very much connected. You should be able to take responsibilities and feel good about yourself. And there are some people who are able to take responsibility for everybody, but they can't take responsibility for themselves. It means they don't feel good about themselves. Self-esteem is connected to intuition. So intuition, it is a natural ability to understand something instinctively, and intuition, your best friend and advisor. So if you listen to your intuition tell you everything what you need to do in order to be well and healthy and have good experiences in life. People who have low sense of self-esteem, they can't listen to their intuitive voice. It's impossible because they simply do not trust themselves. Self-esteem assumes that you trust yourself. So people with low sense of self-esteem, they will not be able to do it without a crisis. They will need a crisis to understand what's going on in their life. And crises become like lessons for them to understand and overcome some challenges. People who have low sense of self-esteem, they will always need other people approval to do their things, like approval of the family, society, friends, partners. For example, your intuition tell you what to do about your life continuously, because we all have intuition. But people with low sense of self-esteem, they may hear the voice and they feel, well, I need to do something about my job. I need to start a new job. Maybe I need to start a new business, or I need to start a new exercising regimen to lose weight or become healthier. But because they have low sense of self-esteem, they do not trust themselves. Therefore, they will go to other people, like maybe a friend, and ask them, my intuition tell me to do this and that. Do you think it is a good idea? Then they go to another person, maybe their mother or a father, and ask the same question. Do you think this is a good idea for me to do? And then they go to the next person, maybe a friend, and ask the same question again. uh, do you think it's a good thing for me to do? Because they do not trust themselves. Okay, so they will need other people approval to do their things, and the fact is that they will never start doing what their intuition tells them to do. Okay, so if this is you, just become aware of it, because awareness is the first step to healing. People with low sense of self-esteem will procrastinate, doubt, make excuses of why they didn't do what they want. This is all related to low sense of self-esteem, insufficient energy in the solar plexus, and maybe, like I said before, lower chakras are also involved. People with low sense of self-esteem have high sensitivity to criticism, and they criticize themselves, self-criticism. So to heal, how to improve your sense of self-esteem, let me ask you two questions which you need to answer honestly. And the honesty, it should be with you, not with me, but with you. Be honest with yourself. So question number one, how sensitive you are to criticism. It means you have to be completely honest with yourself and answer the way you feel when somebody else may criticize you. It's not about the mask that you put on yourself when people criticize you, but how you really feel about their criticism. And some people say, well, it feels like a boiling water inside. They say, well, I try to put a mask, a nice mask on myself to hide my feelings. But what I really feel, it's like boiling water inside me. This is something to acknowledge because all healing begins from awareness. You must become aware of what you do on an unconscious level. You need to make unconscious conscious. So the second question that you need to ask yourself and answer, do you criticize yourself? So these two are very connected. If you are sensitive to criticism, you absolutely absolutely must criticize yourself. It goes together. If you criticize yourself, you will be sensitive to other people's criticism. So just be truly honest with yourself and just acknowledge what situations trigger your self-criticism and try to release this self-criticism from your consciousness.